Season 2 of Riviera takes us back to the sandy shores of the Côte d'Azur, where Georgina, played by Julia Stiles, must run from hidden secrets back in America and force her to confront her past against her will. Take a look.
Georgie? Georgie! Thought you weren't coming back.
Have you ever known me to run away from anything?
She's hiding something. I know it.
You're Georgina Cleos, aren't you?
To new friends.
You don't know that woman at all.
We all have our secrets, darling.
And Julia is here with me now. Julia, good to see you. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Listen, I'm excited for you. I'm excited that this is on. Season 2 is just started airing on Ovation. So tell us kind of where we pick up with season 2.
Season 2 is a lot bigger, and it's much more of like a conspiracy thriller. I think the previous seasons were a lot about the sort of criminality of the Cleos family and how they've accumulated their wealth, and then it was also about Georgina trying to get away with murder. But this season is a lot more.
Just so that you're like, oh, and that
I know.
thing.
I know. And there was the one time that she killed her stepson.
Besides the obvious, amazingly gorgeous scenery that you get to see in the show, what do you think it is that had people just hooked from the start?
The original idea behind the show was behind every great fortune is a great crime. And to me, that was so fascinating, especially given the setting, because it's so glamorous and foreign to most people. And we all have this aspirational wealth, like the lifestyles of the rich and famous. We want to see what it's like on the other side. And yet underneath it, there's this grimy criminality, you know?
Yeah. And then you also exec produce this show. So, I mean, do you get that opportunity a lot, or was this something that you fought for and you thought, well, this is something I really want to get behind?
It was really, I've never done that before. And it was something that I wanted to have that credit, I guess, because I was really lucky with the show that just being the lead actress, they let me have a lot of say in the storyline. And so the writers were really collaborative and the other producers were really collaborative. And, you know, I care about the show a lot.
Well, you also have the God Committee coming out. It's going to be premiering at the Tribeca Film Festival. Tell us a little bit about what it's about.
That's a movie that is about a team of doctors at a New York hospital that are on the committee that decides when an organ transplant comes in, what donor, when an organ donation comes in, what patient's going to get the organ, and effectively like which patient's going to survive. Even though they're supposed to be logical and rational and very like clinical about the whole thing, they have relationships with their patients, and they have they're rooting for one over the other. And
yeah, what a great year to be premiering at the festival, because that is kind of, they're hoping that this is going to bring people back, and they are going to have outdoor premieres, which I'm excited about. All of New York is excited about that, so we'll definitely have to check out the God Committee. But also, you shared one pick from Orphan's First Kill. There's so much secrecy around this film.
No, I loved working on Orphan First Kill, but the problem is there's a huge spoiler, so I can't there's just such, and you know, and that's the fun of those kinds of movies, is that we're trying to guess like what's the twist, and so I don't want to get anywhere near giving that away, but I think it'll be good, and I think people will have fun watching it.
I will, just because you told me. All right, well, you can catch season 2 of Riviera on Ovation every Saturday night at 7 p.m. And for more info on the God Committee, visit tribecafilm.com, and it will also be in select theaters and on demand on July 2nd. Julia, thank you so much for taking the time and catching up with me today.